In this lesson, I'm going to show you a beginning to end use case of how to use Git without all of the installs and all the setups, because normally that's a one-time deal. So this is a situation. I have found a repo that I need to work on that has a typo. It's a small typo, and technically I could solve it directly on GitHub, but I'm going to go ahead and pull this onto my own computer, edit the files, and then push it back up to GitHub. Just because ultimately, if I was writing more than just a single little tiny fix, I'd probably want to pull it down, test it after fixing all my code, and then setting it back up. So let's just watch. I'm going to, on my repo that I want to modify, I'm going to go ahead and hit the code button, and I'm going to grab the link. Now you might be an SSH for this or HTTP, depending on your current authentication, but it'll save. You don't have to re-edit that every single time. Now that I have the link, I'm going to open up on my terminal or on your Git Bash the folder you'd like to put your project. I'm already in the Bloom repos folder, so I'm just going to go ahead and git clone, and I'm going to paste in that link. It's Control V on a Mac or Shift Insert on a PC, or right click and hit paste, your choice. It'll take usually just a few seconds unless it's a very, very large project, and you have cloned your repo. So now I have this BD weather app code along solution that I'm going to go ahead and fix. So for me, I'm going to move into the folder by using CD to change into the folder, and I'm going to open it. I'm not using Notepad this time. I'm going to use an actual editor that I can write real code in, like nice magic stuff. So if you're using other programs, you might be using VS Code, you might be using all kinds of different software you can modify your code with. But I have this project, I'm loading it up, and I'm going to modify something really, really small in it. It's just a simple typo, but imagine I'm sitting here and actually writing multiple lines of code or whatever it is that I'm trying to fix something on. So this project is fully loaded almost, and I know exactly which file I want to load. So I'm just going to go ahead and open it for myself. I know that I found a typo in this date prediction. It could have been a bug. It could have been an actual thing, and I'm going in here and actually changing, but right now it's just a typo. All right, so all I need to do is I need to change that typo. Right now, this says weather option class, and that is incorrect. It should say weekly forecast class. Super simple typo. It's not even going to affect the way the code runs, and I don't even care. So I have now done it. I'm saving that work, and I don't need to test that. That's not actual code that runs. So I'm just going to come down here and check to see if anything has changed. So git status, and I have modified the day prediction file by changing that one word inside of it. I'm now going to say I'm ready. Git add everything, git commit -m. So I've loaded the files that I wanted to change. I'm committing that, making a save of it. That save is going to be on my local computer. So commit -m, and I'm going to adjusted a typo in the day prediction class. And now I'm going to put it back onto GitHub. So now it's on my local computer, but I want it to be on GitHub as well. So I'm going to git push. That is a standard use case. Although oftentimes you don't even need to clone a project onto your own computer each time, because you probably already have it. If you're working on it for multiple days in a row, you probably have that project. So oftentimes you don't even need to go to GitHub to see it. But let's just make certain it adjusted. So I should see that there is an adjusted typo in the day prediction class. And if I actually click it, it'll show me the actual change that occurred. So it used to say weather option now says weekly forecast. That was the small little change I made for this particular project. And that's it. That's a standard use case. So you clone your project down, you change your files, you add, commit, and push. You don't have to clone again. So if you have more changes later, add, commit, and push after changing any files. Sometimes, depending on your situation, you need to fork a project. This is my project, so I'm not forking it, but possibly you need to fork projects every once in a while, depending on your situation. That's it.